We have our team!
Alright, hello everyone, Ghost Taser 7. Here as per usual. Starting out with that crystal thingy. Knowledge gem. It's like a crystal. Switch back to the Fate, Harmony, and the Void. As per tankier passive runes. So you get that right out the get-go. As you can see, I'm holding my own against two players here. But if they use their spells and do a lot of damage, then still gonna kill you, so you still have to be careful. Alright, this was an interesting matchup, so let's see how this goes. As Liu Shan is on the broken list. He's got really good scaling for defense and health, etc. He's got CC lock in his kit. And in the middle of his ultimate, he can use his other skills. So it's pretty nice. His first skill gives you movement speed, shield, and damage. His second skill just claps people, so it does damage and stun. And then his third skill does a spin AoE damage. So it's pretty nice. Pretty good stuff. I usually max the 1 because I like having that extra shield value. Trying to peel them into the team, split them apart, break up their composition. Try to see if he'll come in and get greedy. He doesn't want to get greedy, so that's fine. Just baiting them to see what they're going to do, what's their play style, what's their personality. Those types of things, just being deductive. Only way to get things out of them is to test the waters. So that's what we're doing. We're at high rank. I think we're at 14 stars or something. Grandmaster. Got 3 people bullying the D-Renji here. But we're kind of bullying the mid lane. And there's a lot of priority on the mid lane here over bot lane. Bot lane can usually solo and still get gold. They leave me alone when I'm playing bot lane a lot of the times. Support will usually be in the mid lane. Mid lane falls apart, then good luck having any zone or counterplay. Try to get that. Arthur's been rotating a lot, which was very helpful. Top lane does get that free teleport if you kill the minion. It does go away at some point. I think it's like somewhere between 9 to 10 minutes it disappears. So you should use that in the beginning or just don't use it at all. See him getting a little greedy to kill that one, so I try to do something about it. Liu Shan is all about either setting up the plays or denying them the plays that they want to achieve. So a really good rebuttal artist. See the Cirrus just completely ult that guy under turret. So I try to back that up. Go in there for the assist. Cohesive unit means you're helping one another and guarding one another. Pick up another kill there. I'm just going back. Wrong side there. Say DMWay's just been chilling. Hadn't seen DMWay most of the game until later. So he must just be passively farming. More passive style of play. He's just not interacting with people, which is fine. Maybe he's waiting for a spike in his build. Waiting to that mid-game fight time. But DMWay's kit's really good. He has the highest heal out of any skill. I think it was 200%. Well, that could be subject to nerf by now, but I'm not sure. I don't think they've touched him. I'll have to look at the patch notes just to see what's happening. Alright, so I just came back though. It's only been a few days, so I'm just taking my time. Grinding those stars. You got people at the highest leaderboard with 1,000 stars. I'm only at 14, so you can tell I don't play as much, but we're starting to get back into it, so we'll see how many stars we get. Get those boots first, so I get that movement speed of 50 movement speed when you max. They're going in for a play, so we solidify the play by getting those stuns in there. I knew I was taking too much damage, so I tried to trade. Her a spot in position of the flanks, that way to get her out. And I can tank some of those hits with my shield. And if he goes out too forward, then I can just clap him with my 2 or stun him with my 1. So just waiting, seeing if I can punish anything. Arthur goes in, kills that fiery mage guy. Can't say I remember his name. It's a little bit of an odd name. The main thing was they changed everybody's name and gave them all nicknames, so I'm still stuck on their actual names. I don't want to relearn their nicknames. Going in there, taking some of that as much as I can to solidify the play. Pros will kill you under tower, so you better watch out. And Liu Shan's got that really cool effect where if he stuns the tower with his one, he disables it. It doesn't last too long, but it lasts long enough that you can make those clean plays and get out. So I just went back because I got really low. UNG's trying to counter jungle here. Arthur sees what's happening. And UNG peels that, but Diomway didn't fall for it. So they just back up, go back to farming. UNG's playing safe. Notice Arthur's been making lots of plays, so I try to stay with the Arthur. Figure out who's making the plays and stay with the one who's making those plays. Try to zone those ones out, push them out, and pull the Dion away from the Arthur so he can get his passive heal, where he just keeps healing and gets to greed his stay in lane, just like Garen. Arthur is the Garen here. Got really low again, so we're just going back. As you can see, Arthur's getting those heals there. It's pretty nice. He's getting little chunks back over and over. He was trying to push them out, zone them away. Poke play. I come back in. Use my one to rush back to lane. I mean, you got to see that, but I'll typically try to use my one when I'm in the recall fountain. Just to easily get back to lane, because that speeds up your pathing.
Your team has destroyed a
Got a nice clean kill on that Beyond there. Dr. Beyond. See who he caught out here, but my team's kind of far away. So I just get some stun, a couple basic attacks, and let him go away. Didn't think I could get him for longer than that. Cooldown would be interesting on his build. There is a cooldown runes. I think that's the compassion, but don't quote me on that. So I'll have to go look at that and I'll show you. But that's another choice because he's pretty tanky if you build right, and this build is all tankiness. So I get the succubus here to deny that dual AP in their composition. Fortunately, I couldn't stick around too long, and we had to walk out. It's taking a lot of damage. But you'll notice later, sometimes I'll go for those clutch plays. Durenji walked away is the main reason. But Durenji was playing extremely competent and didn't greed the limitations of his kit. He ended with a one death, I believe. So he's doing really good. He's at 203 right now. And he was at 304 right now. Arthur died a couple times, but that's normal for a top laner to die a couple times. But you don't want to let them die too many times, because that's just feeding, and you're basically causing them to end, because they're going in there risking their life, and you got to do something for that. I can tell he's a little angry about it, so he's going in there trying to mess them up. He's like, how dare you kill me? Getting a little emotional. Emotions get high here, and that's fun. It's entertaining. Just be careful about that, because you don't want to demoralize your own team by letting them die all the time again. Anyways, he had some good plays. It looks like we were going for a Hui here, and I took way too much damage. We did get the Dr. Beyond, it looks like. So I got 8 assists now. 405. Arthur went for a play and got them really low. But unfortunately, that Yukio is really good. He's got really good gap close there and punishment if they chase. So I'm just coming back in. I see they're getting low and they need some help. Looking to see how much they want to chase, but I'm by myself. Cirrus is watching though, to see if I got that peel. But they don't want to break away from one another. They are playing like a phalanx, so that's good. It's making it hard to make those plays. We split them up perfectly here. Cirrus goes for the Hui Yi. Perfect priority on the ADC. So I blocked this guy from coming over there and pushing, stunning them or anything. Because he's definitely got a push skill, and he used to have a stun skill. Picks up that triple kill, and I die, but it was worth it. 2 of us for 3 of them. It's a positive trade on the gold. So we're sitting at 31 to about 30. Only a 1k gold lead. It's not the most phenomenal match in terms of steamrolling them with our gold, but still a pretty educational match. You get to see how Liu Shan should be playing in accordance with other players on the team. My previous guide did not have my voice, so if you want, you can check out my previous guide. Sometimes I'll go sit in that bush if I'm in the bottom lane, as I said in the previous guide, because they like to try to bully the Liu Shan because they know he's got CC lock, and his kit's really good. Others going for a plate. So we just tried to get that squishy out. We don't like that fire mage. Fire mage is really annoying. It's got absurd zone. Probably the best zone in the game is that fire mage. Try to push forward here.
These are the cards we've been dealt, so we might as well play them.
Try to keep him back there, but he's like, no, I'm going out. And Yukio's got some good plays. Young White tries to come in and kill that back line, but I didn't stay with the Yukio. So unfortunately for him, he just got clapped and trickled in. We got really good phalanx right here. Arthur goes back. Try to disrupt that turret there. Kind of spamming a little bit, so I accidentally hit that turret with the basic attack, otherwise I might have kept up. Now Cirrus goes in, so I try to disrupt that turret as well. Wasn't really necessary, but I was worried about her, so I think Cirrus is a girl, so he's the bird lady, our jungle. I don't know what their nicknames are, so you'll have to get used to that. Try to get this Overlord here. They've taken some of our turrets because we've been grouping quite a bit. And so we got to be really careful. The game before this, we actually lost because they took our tier 3s, our Highland towers, and then they were steamrolling forward with their super minions, and we were trying to team fight. And it didn't work out because they just had too much pressure on us. Again, so that just goes to say, be very careful about how much you group up. Kills are great and dandy, but at the end of the day, kills are additional to the win condition, which is pushing the map and getting those objectives. So just a learning lesson. I don't know if I'll show a loss or not, but it wasn't that bad. We almost won. I was playing Diadia as support. The Bond Weaver, I believe her name is the Bond Weaver. Diadia is pretty good. She gives you gold, heals them, stuns them, has pretty good basic attack range. The ult is nice. Try Diadia. If I can get a good game, I'll give you guys a Diadia commentary. I'm currently playing support right now, so we'll see what happens. Trying to give them a break from me playing ADC in top lane because it can be pretty demoralizing because I'm just so godly. They don't like that, so they usually bully me. Actions speak louder than words, they say. As I try to push that one back, and I try to push the Dion way back, scared Renji not dying, and he realized it perfectly and just kites away. Knew I had a good play right there. And just clean clap that guy. Knew was pretty good. Her zone's really good. So that fiery dude in the New is really good. So is Princess Frost. Said that before. I also like Angela. Angela's really good for flanks because if we're grouping like that and they try to do anything, then she'll just ult and delete everyone. Especially with that penetration build on the AP. Try to take that ult so New can stay. Try to push them away. Try to clap as much as possible.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Puny god.
I get caught and New knows it. She couldn't do anything, so that's fine. I take a risk just to solidify some plays and to kind of stop them in their tracks. My team takes the Tyrant and pushes up the waves. Sarah's looking to go make play and pull them into the team perfectly on that Dion way. Didn't work out because the team was right there. The enemy team was backing him, so it was a good try. Sometimes you try things and you just have to admit that it's not going to work out, and she totally knew. It's all conditional, and the conditions evolve based on what people are doing. What goal do you have, what items you're building, state of the game, whether it's early, mid, late game. Gotta play here. I get pushed back. He's trying to do that extra damage. Use a damage reflection on that spike mill, that activatable item on your shield once you get it, just to see if they were going to force the play and take that reflection back in their face as true damage. It's a really good item here. I don't know why I'm not able to back. Kind of unfortunate. I think they're hacking it. I don't know. Kind of annoying. They don't like me because I teach the pros. Pros don't want to give me a spot at the top. They just want to use me as like some guinea pig. Steal my cooking.
I say either. You say either. Either.
Kind of shady shit, man. I'm telling you, there's definitely some elitist malintent going on. But whatever. I will still blow them. They'll find out. Karma's real. See them going for this. I see that Dion White coming in. So I try to stun him to prevent him from getting that smite. Try to grab this Yukio. I stunned him initially, and then was trying to go for the Fire Mage second to split up the CC on multiple targets, and he just went back and immediately got hit. Figured he was going to do that, so I got lucky though, because he might have flipped the other way. I see the Yukio's really got skills in terms of movement. Try to peel them into the team and tank as much as I can. And then go back in as soon as I get my cooldowns, because cooldowns are pretty low. Again, HoK is
Hello. I want to play a game.
really lenient on cooldowns. You do not have long cooldowns here. You get to duke it out a lot here. They're pushing that mid. Tier 3 here, that Highland Tower. I go in. Try to see if I can get him. Thought he was going to chase that and he didn't. So I just use it on the minion wave instead then. They're testing us just as much as we are testing them. So you gotta be watching out for that. Get that stun there. Ended up dying, but it was okay because I died for 1 for a 2 with the Highland Tower included. So it was really I died for 3 things.
2 birds with 1 stone.
Arthur died too, but we wiped out their whole team. Then Neo goes in and just finishes the game with those dragons. Again, Overlord is pretty nice if you need control of the map. Or if you've lost control of the map, then you should be prioritizing that one. If you've got pretty good control of the map, then you might as well just get the Tyrant and get that damage to close out the game.
Checkmate.
So you can just kill them, ace them, finish. So pretty good stuff there. GG's, WPs. Just looking over the builds here. Builds are pretty good, including the Dion Way. He was really tanky. And his kit still has quite a bit of damage, as you could tell. I usually see them build the Rapacious, though, to be fair, and damage, which might be necessary for his kit in terms of meta. But it's still a pretty good build. And he still did damage, as you can see. He still had 6 kills in an S, so you can kind of play around with the builds. Just be careful because composition requires certain things. So you likely want at least 1 or 2 tanks on the team and 2 more glass cannon damage dealers, and then the third can kind of just flex. What do you feel like your composition is lacking? Do you need more damage or do you need tankiness? Again, I like hybrid builds myself, but for me on Liu Shan, we went full tank. And we did get that shield item finished from the knowledge gem. Typically, I won't always finish that one first, but it has a nice guardian effect where you get extra resistances in your defense. So it's pretty nice. And then there's some mind game there where if you don't build it right away, if you build it later, then they're not going to be used to that tankiness. So, because it gives a passive effect of extra defense. So you can build it first if you want to get more value out of the shield. If you're doing pretty good, you don't really need to. But if your team is doing pretty bad, then you probably should. Anyways, that unfortunately wasn't the shield one though. I was thinking about the shield one because I usually use the shield one, but that was the heal one. So you can activate it. It has 2 charges. My apologies for that one. Just think about the wrong thing. But anyways, that one has 2 charges and it will heal the person you're tethered to, and you can do that twice. So it's pretty nice. It also heals yourself. So it heals yourself and then tethers to another one nearby, and it gives you a decent amount of heal. I think it's like 20% heal or something over a couple seconds. So if the team's greeting fights, then you can pick up the healing one and then just top them off, or at least get them back on their way. And then the shield one's really nice because if there's all-in plays from the enemy team, then you can use the group shield and activate it, and the shield lasts for a few seconds, so it's pretty nice. Just pick and choose wisely. Anyways, our builds are looking pretty good on our side as well. Yeah, it looks like viable and meta. Viable and or meta, so loosely said. Anyways, that's about it for that match. We'll just check out these stats here, see what everybody was doing. A lot of team fighting on the enemy team there with the jungle and the mage, the mid lane, 78%. So they was really trying to get their team to cooperate. And it's not like the other ones weren't. They were doing their job, but they also had to push up those waves. So that way they had free rotation. Just didn't work out. We was definitely snowballing our side. And due to that, it just didn't go in their favor. Still pretty big damage. He got MVPS on the mid lane there with 32% damage. And 32% damage equal on our Nuwa there with the MVP and Triple S. Again, 73% team fighting on the Nuwa on our side. 73% for me. I was just definitely roaming, helping everybody. And you can get away with that here because you get passive gold gains on your roaming item. So you'll notice it pops up with 5 gold every so often. It's pretty reliable. It's pretty often. It's really high team percentage of team fighting on our team. So you could tell we was grouping up a lot, solidifying the win, taking the turrets, just pushing them. So really good stuff there. That's about it for this video. If you have any questions, concerns, just let me know and I'll get back to you. If you want me to play something or cook something, you let me know. I'll do that too. Pro bono. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.